Cha! Our final home game of the season was a little bit of a disaster. We was all expecting that, wasn't we? But yeah, Leicester are officially the champions of the championship this season as they got crowned in our back garden, which is not very nice. But as you can see, they won 3-0, Vardy with 2, McAtee with 1. They had 19 shots, 11 on target. We had 5-1. Blah blah blah. The rest doesn't really matter, and blah blah blah. This takes us to 10th with 4 losses on the bounce and probably a 5th loss on the bounce on the final day of the season as West Brom kick our asses to now playoffs, or we beat them and Hull take playoffs, but we'll see. That'd be quite entertaining, won't it? But yeah, it wasn't the best of games, as you can tell, with 5 shots in total. Our last couple of games recently, we have literally had nothing on the attack. Of course, we don't have a squad either at the moment, but that's not, we've performed with, less than what we need in plenty of spaces. Like, obviously, when we beat Rovers 4-1 last year, for example, there's plenty of instances where we've done well without our best squad, so it's not exactly an excuse, but it is what it is. So let's take a look at our players' ratings. Woodman a 6, went to ground early for Vardy, made his fair share of saves over the piece. Watmore 5.5, Leicester a 2 shot for a couple of the goals, no lack of effort on the night, was put to the test, made a good ball towards the end as well. Lindsay a 6, made a great block in the first half to deny that guy, lost McAtee for the third. Hughes a 5, up against the dangerous Fatawu. He started fine, but after a difficult night in the end, didn't follow. I can never pronounce his name, like Face, something like that. Shot in the Vardy left alone to finish it off. Next page. Oh, community guidelines. Hello. Where's my ratings? Back up to the top we go. Lindsay a 5.5. Had a few moments. Miller, sorry. Had a few moments early in the first half, but was on the fringe of the game after that, and spent most of the game defending. Ledson a 5. Give it a go in there with a tough night against superior opponents. Kept it neat and tidy early doors before Leicester's midfield went on to dominate. Eradicated risking his play, but often looked rushed and loose. Brown 5.5. If that was his final match at Deepdale, it wasn't in ideal circumstances. Kept running the hard yards, but wasn't able to influence the game as he would have hoped. Brady 6, started aggressively and nicked the ball a few times in decent areas. Sent plenty of crosses in, but they blew hot and cold. Keep going. Mads Frokia 6, showed for the ball, and we showed that we saw some composure and quality in possession, but Leicester dominated and he was on the cusp of the match as a result. King 5.5 was busy across front line but starved any service. Millie 5, puffed and puffed, couldn't cause problems. Reese 6, sent Peony's best chance of the night just wide on the volley later on, which would have been a good goal to score if he did score it, but oh well. Holmes a 6, came off the final 10, gave some energy and had a couple of carries forward. Noah a 6, introduced on the 86 minute fresh legs, and Teo Mawani makes his professional debut, which is a massive moment for him, obviously his brother Noah and his father as well. Stewart a 6, got through on goal but couldn't beat the goalkeeper with his lofted effort. I think Stewart had 3 options in that scenario and he picked the worst possible scenario. I really don't understand the hype behind Leighton Stewart. I know he's present on Twitter a lot and whatnot, so you will see a lot of the things people say, but I'm just one of those that I don't see anything in this lad apart from he can run pretty fast and he can carry the ball. It's exactly the same as Ben Woodburn apart from, oh Java again, he's supposed to play up front, and that's the only difference between him and Ben Woodburn in my opinion, but I'd love for him to prove me wrong because he is our player as far as I'm aware, so yeah, it's I don't know, I can't, my head's at a loss really. I expected to lose yesterday, it's just a fashion that we lost. I expected us to at least put up a little bit more of a fight, but oh well. Alright, what did Brian Law say? Let's have a look. Tough, they are a good team. The first goal is hard to take when you aren't far off half time. We knew they'd have a large passages of play and control. We had to be brave a second half and get up a bit, but the 3 goals, you cannot give a team like Leicester those opportunities. For all their dominance and brilliance, the 3 goals were definitely frustrating. We've just said to the group that it needs to change and they need to buy into what we're doing, learn and listen. Well, it's not that they're not buying into what we're doing. We've been doing that all season, as you've been saying. It's just we've had a bit of a dip recently. There's just something that's been missing from the equation. But those lads have been brilliant at that for most of the season. I don't know, I'll never question them because they are my players. But you are supposed to do that. I'm just now looking whether it's okay. We've only got a week left. 2 days of training. Leicester are coming to town and they're going to win. And they're going to win anyway. I don't know. I don't want to question it and I don't look at it. Well, you need to, because if the players are already on holiday mode, you need to tell them to not be on holiday. End of the day, you want to finish the season on a high. Even though there's nothing to play for, we need to finish the season on a high. If you want to build on what we did last year, get on it. We had nearly 6 days of build-up for this game, and I was confident we'd get something out of the game. It's gut-wrenching, but it's nice. It's not nice when you keep losing games. Thanks to all the fans who stayed behind at the end, and I think they show their appreciation. We were trying our hardest. We are the disappointment side of it. We were up against top team and I watched them put 5 past Southampton, who are unbelievable in a Premier League players. But tonight I have said this a few times and I need to stop saying it. We gifted a good team goals and we shouldn't be doing. Whether it's a lack of concentration, not seeing him or whatever it may be, we have to be a bit better. A big talking point, of course, is Alan Brown's contract. So, what did he say about Brown? He says, I know, I would love to know, wouldn't I? I am the manager of the football club. I need to know if I am with him or without him, or whether I can use his money or not. I'm the same as everyone else. Unfortunately, these are the questions for Alan Brown and not me. But I am sure at some point he's got a deadline, and once that comes, we'll know. What I will say is that Brown has been offered a contract that in the club's history is the best you can offer anyone. I can say that on record. Now, that's completely different from what I was hearing. I'll highlight that so I know where I am. I heard completely differently not long ago when there was some bits floating around Twitter regarding Brown's contract and whatnot, and people were saying that he has been offered a contract but it's a wage cut and it's not the years he wants. Apparently he's after 4 years and a pay rise, which is understandable. Servants deserve something like that, but this is a contradictory statement to what I've been reading. So if this is true, that's great news. It's just whether or not this matches or is close to what has been offered elsewhere, because I believe there are an Italian club still after Brown, but we'll see. I do plan, before I continue speaking, I do plan to stop making videos after this season, but I will probably just run it through pre-season a little bit until we find out at least what's happening with Brown, because that's it. Only feels fitting for me to just to find out what happens with Al and whatnot. But yeah, I'll keep that situation in the back of my head. We have to respect Alan's decision, whatever that may be. There will be a couple of recovery days and we'll sit down with Alan again. I'm sure you will know soon. Everyone knows what a great player he's been for the club and what we want that, and we want that to continue, but it is in Alan's hands. On the thoughts of him taking off against Leicester, on the thought behind taking him off, I'm not getting into that. I thought him and Ledo were fantastic in the middle. They worked the socks off, but that's not Brownie's natural position. He's more of an attacking midfielder, even though you will play him at right wing back, but okay. There are two of them. The two of them are hardly trained. I have to protect the players. He was out there giving it his all, and we just wanted a bit of freshness. They are subs we've got to make for those reasons. I'm not looking outside of that or anything else. It's just tired legs, and they've got 2 fresh midfielders on. I didn't see anything wrong with it. I understand Brown might have wanted to play the full 90 if this is his last at Deepdale, but it is what it is. But yeah, hopefully the Brown situation does get resolved soon, because I would like to know very soon what the crack is with Brown, because if that was my farewell to Alan Brown, then it's not exactly a fantastic one, but it is what it is. Thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, that is our last home game of the season now, so all we have left is West Brom at the weekend, and then that's it. The season is donezo, which is crazy how fast this season's gone, but yeah, the content creation side of it is tiring. It's, you've got to be on it, snappy. I can't keep up with it. End of the day, I'm working more than I ever have, so unfortunately, it's got to end. I can't, and I don't want to just slow it down, because I feel bad when I slow things down and say like, oh, I can't do this because of this and blah blah blah. So I'd rather just give it a rest. Maybe I'll come back another time, who knows. But as it stands, Deepdale this season better than last season for sure, but there's still some massive work to be done. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week for West Brom. That won't be my goodbye. I will be doing a couple of more after West Brom, but after that, of course, there'll be a dedicated goodbye. But yeah, cheers for everything so far. And the end is on the horizon, but see you in the next one, hopefully.